Hello everyone, it's me again giving you this week's roundup. There's no better place to be than in the shade watching Talking Pictures TV. Let me share with you some of the very best of what's coming up soon on your favourite channel. When The Intruder was released in 1953, World War II was still fresh in people's minds. For some, the transition from military to civilian life had been difficult. Ex-Colonel Jack Hawkins sets out to discover what happened to his men after they returned from fighting. The truth isn't always comfortable. He's joined by George Cole, Dennis Price and Michael Medwin in this brilliant, thought-provoking film.
But I've never heard anything so ridiculous. You can't go chasing this character in the middle of the night. Anyway, what's it got to do with you? Why don't you let the police deal with it?
Look, Tim, he once saved my whole squadron. I know it's a long time since the war, but I just don't believe a man can change that much. I'd have trusted him anywhere.
Well, I don't see what you can do about it, except forget it.
We were privileged recently to host one of our very favourite actresses, Hayley Mills, for an exclusive live interview. And what a delight she was, as you will see in Talking Pictures with Hayley Mills. Hayley spoke to Mike Reed in front of our live audience. The star of Tiger Bay, Whistle Down the Wind and Pollyanna is a great storyteller and has lots of stories to tell from her long and distinguished career.
He loved the studios, he loved films, he loved the whole thing. He was very, very involved in it. He was part of the creation of the film, the storyboard of the film.
And now an unusual film starring Hayley's father, John Mills. By the time he starred in Dulcima in 1971, he was already 4 decades into a stellar career. Here he plays a grumpy old man who falls for a much younger woman. He's played by Carol White, best known for her heartbreaking turn in TV's Kathy Come Home. John Mills said his part in Dulcima was fabulous and one of his best. Watch this film and I'm sure you'll agree.
Well, there is somebody else.
Well, who?
My boyfriend. My young man.
Boyfriend? Well, I never knew you had one. You gonna get married?
Well, I hope so.
To another cinema legend, the one and only Christopher Lee. He plays the title role in 1968's The Blood of Fu Manchu. This was his 4th outing as the villain, famed for his ingenious and complicated ways of foiling his enemies. Now he has discovered a deadly venom which kills only men. Will he finally be able to thwart his nemesis, Nayland Smith of the Yard?
500 years ago, the priests of a lost civilization lived in this city. They distilled a poison more deadly than any known to man. That poison still exists today. What is your name?
Celeste.
You are fortunate, Celeste. You shall be our first emissary.
The Smallest Show on Earth, made in 1957, is a film very close to our hearts here at TPTV, and it's an utter joy. Virginia McKenna and Bill Travers inherit a rundown old cinema, the Bijou. With this flea pit come 3 delightfully eccentric employees, played to perfection by Peter Sellers, Margaret Rutherford and Bernard Miles. What a trio. Can they stave off competition from both television and the glossy cinema nearby?
Nothing to worry about, Mr. Spencer. The film broke. I'll have it fixed in a minute.
Then tear the piece apart!
Well, can't you say something to him, sir? The old man always did.
What do I say?
Tell him to shut up and wait for it. We're doing our best.
Something completely different now, a gritty neo-noir crime drama with more than a few twists and turns. Ryan O'Neal plays the title role in the 1978 thriller The Driver. Bruce Dern is the detective. Isabel Adjani is the player. We're never given anyone's real name, just their profession or nickname. That makes the characters in this dark tale of the best getaway driver in the business all the more disturbing.
Easy, easy.
Better get new plates if you plan on taking it out again. People might be looking for you.
Tommy Steele was Britain's biggest pop star in 1959, the year he starred in Tommy the Toreador. He proved himself to be a delightful comic actor too. Here he plays a British sailor stranded in Spain after he saves the life of a bullfighter. There are great supporting performances from Sid James, Bernard Cribbins, Kenneth Williams, and especially Janet Munro.
And flaunt the cape. Now watch it. I'm watching it. The challenge.
When it comes to great Alec Guinness performances, there are plenty to choose from. His turn as a driven scientific genius in 1951's The Man in the White Suit is definitely one of his best. He invents a fabric that never wears out, but he soon finds out it's not the gift to mankind he thought it was. Co-stars include the always wonderful Joan Greenwood and Cecil Parker. The Man in the White Suit is truly unmissable.
I'm not a cheat, not a swindler. I did what I did because there was no other way. I may have had just a menial job here, but at Cambridge they gave me a first and a fellowship. I would be there still if they hadn't been so short-sighted. Just as you are, and all the others I've worked for. But one day there'll be someone with real vision.
I wish I had more time to choose more films and shows, as there's so much terrific stuff coming up on Talking Pictures TV. Why not check out the full schedule, which shows you everything we broadcast 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Do get in touch with me too. Email me at noel@talkingpicturestv.co.uk. If you prefer to put pen to paper, the address to write to is Talking Pictures TV, P.O. Box 592, Kings Langley, Hertfordshire, WD4 4DB. Well, I'm off now to turn the heating up to sell more ice creams and to hide the whiskey bottle. If you know, you know. Good luck.